Executive Director of the National Association of Education for Young Children says, there's an explosion of activity in the first 5 to 8 years of life that is more profound than any of the children's future years. The first 8 years of a child's life and development are by far the most crucial. This is a fact and not a theory. Research shows that many of the skills needed to succeed later in life and in kindergarten develop during these first 4 years of life before they even go to kindergarten. Skills that will lead them in life further than they'll ever imagine. Most importantly being cognitive skills. These skills lead up to success in reading and math, science, and other academic areas. They also aid in other very, very important areas of development. In the social and emotional skills area, they'll learn how to make friends. Friends that will someday be best friends. They'll grow up together. They'll start at a young age and go through school together. How to play and get along well with others. How to control feelings. How to communicate. How to use their words, as we as early childhood educators like to say. In the reading and early literacy and writing areas, they'll learn letter recognition and sound recognition that leads up to being able to do sight words, that leads up to being able to read stories. They will learn how to scribble. Then they'll learn how to make complex lines. That leads up to being able to make letters. That leads up to a child being able to successfully write their first and last names before they can go to kindergarten. In the math and science area, they'll learn to count, how to recognize numbers, simple addition and subtraction. In the science area, they'll learn how things grow. They'll do experiments so they know this stuff. They'll know how to do a science experiment. How do they explore the world around them? They'll learn that they can go outside and they can dig in the dirt and they can find a worm. Or they can dig in the dirt and they can plant a seed and they'll grow a flower or a plant. In the early childhood education classroom, the class schedule is very structured. It is the same day to day. It does not change, so a child knows when they come in that classroom, things are going to be the same. We may have visitors come in, but it's going to be the same. It's not going to change, and that leads to well-structured kids. They'll have playtime that offers one-on-one development with the teacher, where the teacher can teach the kids what they need to know. The teacher can have teachable moments with 1 or 2 kids. They'll go outside. They'll have gross motor play where they can develop running and jumping and hopping. And they'll have 2 to 3 circle times where lots of learning enrichment will take place. These are not just benefits for the first 8 years of life, but throughout life. In elementary school, standardized test scores will be higher. It is less likely that a child that has been in an early childhood education program will have to repeat any grade throughout school. A child that has been in early childhood education program will probably participate a lot more than a child who is not in classroom activities. Later in life, it is less likely that a child will drop out of high school. They will complete high school and then go on to be very successful in college and career. There are many programs, especially in the state of Tennessee, that foster a good, strong early childhood educational background. Head Start, which really serves low-income and at-risk families. Pre-K, that has a higher income requirement, but it's still for at-risk poverty-level families. And there are many private-owned preschools in the state of Tennessee. All of these programs have standards they have to meet to be licensed. They go through a quality stars review program. Ours is in the summer. It'll give you a rating on what's in your classroom. How do you handle the kids? What did the children learn? All the toys in the classroom are age appropriate, so they are using things that are made for their age and what they can learn. In the Head Start program, the classrooms are monitored almost daily in many areas. In pre-K, they get monitored by the school principal in which they're at, but the state observes them many times throughout the year. The private programs are also state mandated, as Tennessee requires it. They must also go through the Quality Stars program. It is best to be a 3 or 4 star program. That is the best rating you should have. So if you have a small child that is birthed to age 5, I strongly, strongly urge you to put the child in an early childhood education program. Watch how much they learn, watch how they grow, and watch how they change. Thank you.